Home of... Yo, this is Senior G telling you to tap in on Sundays to the Philosophy Show. Live at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on SoldierByBlood.com. Home of underground entertainment and the voice of the movement.
Your number one source for exposure and promotion. You want to host your own podcast? SoldierByBlood.com. You want to know where the hottest artists are? SoldierByBlood.com. You want real support? SoldierByBlood.com. Go to SoldierByBlood.com for more info.
What's happening? This is a movie.
The Black Vinegar.
Niggas keep on telling me to come.
War day for the ladies.
Too legit.
Puff, sip, and paint. Come experience the vibe.
Behind closed doors, but when you see me in person, you act like a hoe. Ho, nigga. Fuck boy ass kisser. Worship fake niggas, y'all nothing close to killers. Fucking your own city, but faking like you down. Whole bunch of cronies led by some clowns. Wow. Said you had a deal, more like got fucked. Fuck that bullshit back to the loo, pussy, good luck. I expose weak cats like a Polaroid picture. Selling dreams to the masses, you walk up bitches. Claiming stars stole your style while you raping your team. Your team running schemes, straight lane, skinny jeans. Culture hopping, janky promoter, ticket sales ain't shit. Can't collab with the real, cause you all suck dick. Claim you got the plug, claim you gang like you thug. I'ma snatch the rug, smack your ass like I'm sure. But I ain't claiming blood, I'm a soldier, my G. Keep my name in your mouth, now you gotta see me. Yeah. It's me against them, it's me against you. Your crew and my crew, we ain't playing games, it's fuck you. You talk a whole lot of shit behind
Louis Wood. What's up, Witty World? Science and 93 like Floyd Board, St. Louis. You know what it is. I love my city. We got it going on. Plus we grind every day. Got them cartons. Even got the blue, block to block, corner to corner. You know how we do it. Grind every day. That's what it is. I call it home. Floyd Boy, I miss you drop. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. 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 St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. From the city where the good die young, where it's easy to catch a slug in the hood play dumb, where it's easy to catch a case anytime. city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city.
Yeah. We are back on the Philosophy Show at 12:30 Central Western Time in the motherfucking Lou.
Hey.
Check, something like
Mine's on? Yep, I can hear me now. How about this one? Yep, this one's good. You good?
I'm straight.
Okay. Oh no.
But anyway,
Here, you want me to swap something out for you?
somebody playing games. Let me do some.
In the meantime and in between time, while we getting set up here, because technical difficulties happen. How everybody doing this Sunday? What's going on, Sane?
What's the word?
Yeah, it's a beautiful Sunday. I woke up with that cleaning spirit.
It's a real beautiful Sunday.
Yes.
Number bright lights, one life Sunday.
I know that's right.
Sun is shining,
Yes.
going into the evening.
Mm-hmm.
You know some of them pots gonna be filled up in the STL
Oh, yeah.
already.
Oh, yeah. Feel like some barbecue.
Barbecues,
might be getting
you know.
fired up, you know?
Who putting them rib tips on the grill?
Okay. Is rib tips just a St. Louis thing, or are they universal?
They should be universal, but you know we known
'Cause
for
I
some of the best Midwest.
You know, I know we get pork steaks and shit like that, and don't nobody else have pork steaks. It's just us. It's just us in the Midwest.
I mean, like, what's that? It's a pork steak.
Right.
For those who be eating that.
All right. So, hey, while we talking, about being busy and when I got some things coming up. On March 13th, that's the second Monday of the month, I'll be doing my puffin pose over at 18 Church Street in Ferguson. So y'all better come check me out. Come medicate and meditate. We want to kick the week off right with Green Girl, and I'm going to have Kinky Kitty with me this month. So that's going to be pretty lit, and, all good. We'll get to consuming the first 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're going to get into some light yoga. And men are welcome. It is co-ed. Everyone's to stretch, meditate, and prepare for the week. Yep.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Song coming out.
Yeah, I just finished a new cut. Gonna release it in a couple weeks.
Okay.
It's called What Love Is. Along with another single called One Life. It's about love and life, life and love.
Yeah, I know that's right. Y'all get deep.
Everybody know what life is, but but do they know what love in life is,
Oh. Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be something. A lot of people don't know how to have love in their life, and they don't know how to articulate love, and we're working on that good healing spirit. right, Tweezy. You want to switch with me? You want to take this mic and I use this one?
Check. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, we can do that.
'Cause I don't know what the hell going on.
We'll get ready
Check. Yeah, something going on with the mics, but that's all right, man. What we gonna do is, man, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Cash Raw, STL, Too Much Sauce STL.
Ooh, Cass Raw and too much sauce.
Yeah.
We got T's Kitchen Exotic Happy Hour.
Woo!
Yeah. At the same time, man, last week we talked about, we didn't even do I'm Tweezy the Don.
I'm Green Girl.
I'm St. Floyd.
And we the council. Shout out to Daddy Rich. I think he under the weather, but we gonna keep it popping as usual. Last show we talked about spirituality versus religion. If you want to check that out, it was a great show. So if y'all want to check that out, man, go to Philosophy Show on Facebook or go to the YouTube page, Soldier by Blood Television, and we'll make it happen. But today we gonna talk about making clear, rational decisions.
Yes.
Man. So I'm gonna start off with you, Green Girl, cause Queen's first.
Thank you.
How do you make decisions in your life?
So honestly, I am a nerd, so I research everything down to people. So before I make any moves, I've studied first. Anything I'm gonna approach anyone with, I'm gonna make sure I have some type of information regarding whatever situation it is. Literally, that's how I make my decisions. Now, I'm still a Gemini. I'm still spontaneous. So that's how I handle my business decisions.
Right. So we got two different types. We got life decisions.
But then in life, it's certain things you're gonna take some chances on, and sometimes you gotta go with your gut. That gut tell you everything you need to know. They talk about women's intuition. It's real.
I believe it.
It's real. I can feel something in my bones. That's a real thing.
All right. Same Floyd.
Oh, at this point, I'm skeptical of people. People change like the time. Shit, they're on every second of every hour. So I do my research too. And if it's evident, it's evident. If it's not, it's not. That means if the shoe fit, our word. If it don't fit, it just don't fit. You know? I'm social but antisocial.
Yeah.
You know? So that's how I usually work and walk with faith.
Okay. All right. I have to say, I do, as far as business, I do my research. But personal, it always been gut and feeling, and definitely experience.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, to be honest with you, man, the older I get, I believe the better my decision making becomes. And I think that's with a lot of people, unless you just stuck in a situation where you ain't really looking to better yourself or whatever the case may be. You just roll with whatever going on.
I think that's like using your wisdom.
Yeah.
And you have so many people that they get stuck somewhere and they like it. They say they don't.
Yeah.
But they're not willing to make the changes to do different things. Watch those behaviors and characteristics,
Yeah.
And that goes along with what you say. You can only trust somebody so much, but it's certain ways, like it's certain key things you can do to kind of gauge what's what in a situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for me, for instance, I don't trust nobody that can't look me in my eyes.
Yeah.
If I can't look you in your eyes, you can't look me in your eyes. Ain't nothing else we can talk about.
True. That's a what you call it? That's not a good trait. I'm good. That's not a good trait to have. You can't look people in the eyes.
Even your dog, like your pets, there is a nonverbal communication that is understood. My dog will walk up on me, look me straight in my eyes. Bitch, take me outside. And I know what that means. She want to go. And if she put the paw on me, we hungry, okay?
Right, like.
I'm hungry. Eyeballs.
Like, check me out.
Right.
Check
So
me
it's
out.
just little things, you know.
I'm with that. So, Saint Floyd, do you believe people make more decisions off of feelings or actual rational? You think they rational, or do you think they make decisions more off feelings?
I think a lot of people. I mean, I look at it like this. A lot of this, I feel people are a lot emotional when they, so they do make decisions off a lot of emotion,
Go ahead.
a lot of emotions, because emotion can run wild. People know how their emotions send their mind in places they shouldn't be going, or even trying to take control over some shit you ain't got shit to do with, Yeah. So, yeah, they base it off emotion, because if you're rational about it, it is what it is. If the truth there, you gotta be right in front of your face. Some people, it be right in front of their face and they still don't see truth,
But see, I think that also has to do with their emotional intelligence. Because you have some people that are just emotionally immature and they never grow out of that. They stay stuck in that. And so they can't make better decisions. Because they can't get out of their own head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just knowing truth and growing up. You know what I'm saying? Right or wrong, instead of making excuses for the wrong thing, trying to make wrong out of right like an ass. And, knowing it's dead damn near wrong. So that's your emotion holding your brain.
Yeah.
All right. We got our guest in the house today. Ray laid down the motherfucking truth.
All right. I'm late as always.
Well, we was jumping into the topic, but we gonna step back a little bit and let you talk to our supporters and fans and tell them exactly what you do and what you got going on.
Okay. Well, I'm Ray Lay Down the Truth. I'm a poet. I'm an active member of this art scene here in St. Louis. I support musicians, comedians, vendors, poets, venues. I'm out here trying to collab and bring us together and make an actual community here in St. Louis. We got a lot of dope people, but seems like they don't want to come together. And a lot of us is trying to break that. You know what I mean? Trying to break the barriers that have been set forth for us. Whether it's like external differences or different beliefs or support systems, whatever it is, we got to see beyond that and build a platform for us, because we could compete with New York, we could compete with Atlanta, we could compete with Memphis, we could do all that if we had the people that had these platforms and had this drive bring us together. Okay. Oh, okay. I got you.
I gotta see your face.
Okay, hey. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and I got a People's Choice television channel that you can download for free on any Roku TV or any Play Store on any phone, and it's free. Yeah, and we showcase, like a lot of other artists and promoters and platform holders do, and we just wanted to bring something different to the table, something else to highlight our artists. And that's what we did, and we collab with people like Soldier by Blood. We collab with people like Kaiserific that does photography and has open mics that showcase other artists. And we're collabing really with anybody that wants to collab with us. We're not just looking for certain people. If you're a St. Louis platform, a St. Louis artist that wants to showcase your shit on television, on a streaming channel app that you can download on your phone or Roku, tap in, man. We can work something out. Aside from that, I am a poet, and I have a show coming up, Soldier by Blood, the Versus Battle, at JC Supper Club, March 18th. I have a few tickets left. If you want to swap tickets or buy a ticket, I got it. And yeah, man, I just published my first book. I'm getting the second one edited right now. Yeah, thank you. And that's Red Roses Poetry Book on Amazon. Yeah, so that's what I'm out here doing, man. I'm trying to change my part of the world, man.
And does. I'm outside with you.
All y'all, 'cause y'all doing the same thing, man. Y'all on the same wave. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with people that ain't on the same wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So thank you for having me, Tweezy. Thank you for having me, Green Girl, St. Floyd.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
On y'all podcast, man. For real, thank you.
No doubt. So what we was talking about is making clear, rational decisions. I talked to St. Floyd and Green Girl STL, and I asked the question, how do they make decisions? So same question to you. How do you make decisions?
Like in business or like in my personal life or in general?
Both of them.
Always, I gotta have my purpose in the forefront. If there is no purpose in it for me, or if I don't find a spot of value for me to be in it, I'm not a part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I make my decision. Is this person gonna value any help that I give? Are they gonna value any word of advice that I give? You know, because the message, the receiver's got to be ready for that message.
That's real.
So no matter what I say, if they're not ready to hear it, they're not gonna hear it. It's gonna be like I'm speaking Spanish, like a different language.
Yep.
You know. So that's how I start everything off. Is it even gonna matter?
Yeah.
Is this gonna be wasted energy?
Yes.
Who's gonna profit from it? Is it just me? Is it selfish? And that's okay too sometimes. But you know, who's it gonna benefit, and is it gonna be at the expense of anybody?
Yeah.
And that's a big thing too, because if it's at the expense of somebody, I'm not in it. Yeah, I'm not in it.
What you think about that, Green Girl?
But she said, yeah, you don't want to do anything at the expense of somebody, because one day that could be at the expense of you. You only want to put good energy into this world because you want to receive good energy. And that's why you see, you know, you hear birds of a feather flock together. Eventually you grow, if you're someone who's growing, into a point where you looking around and you only want to be with people that are higher than you, because that's where you're striving to be. And that's going to really drive your decision making. Now you got to look at things like, am I doing this just to be with these people, or am I doing this to get to a different level? And that really, I can't say enough how I'm 40. I'm going to be 41 this year. I can't say enough how I look back at my life. All the times I was told my decisions were bad because it didn't fit somebody else's life with raising my children. Whole time I was doing everything the way I was supposed to do it. Now I can look back and say, well, I did everything that I was supposed to do. They're grown now. Now everything I have to do is for me on a different level, because what I want is different. And so I only want to roll with people that want that for themselves. And I'm not afraid to tell anybody, if you're not ready, that's okay. I'm not mad at you, don't discount you, don't not love you. But I have to make better decisions that work for me, and that's going to help everyone around me, because I only want good around me. Business, personal, anything. That's all anybody should want. So.
We all individuals too. We all have our own
I heard that.
wants and journeys. You know, somebody else not gonna see your vision. They're not supposed to. Let's be for real. The people that love you gonna support it, but they're not supposed to see it like you see it.
And a lot of people get hung up on that.
Yeah.
Because they feel like because you're not seeing it their way specifically, that you're not a part of what they're trying to do, so they gotta discount you, and it don't even have to be that way.
Right.
Baby, you can eat ketchup all day. I'm gonna eat mustard over here, and that's all right.
And we can still connect in
still
another
do this.
fashion. Right.
Right.
Facts.
All day. See, that's when I. I didn't get it too much out of you yet, or me. That purpose. I think the purpose gonna drive everything, especially with decision making. So, what you think?
That's quality.
Agreed. Yep.
Because purpose is everything. And the stamp on that is just the what is your purpose? Everything, everybody, everything has a purpose, and it sounds crazy, but it's straight true.
It's real.
It's a fact.
It's real.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
everything in this world serves a purpose, even when we throw it away.
Yeah.
So, decision making it goes all the way back, being rational and doing it off emotion. Sometimes emotion can make the wrong decision.
True.
And being rational means you already figured out its purpose somewhat.
Oh, dang. And to capitalize on that, I think your purpose will also drive your emotions. Because you know, if you getting mad at something let's say you getting mad, your reaction could be 100 different things. But if your purpose is to build, you don't want to show that anger in a negative type of way. Because you can use anger in a positive way.
You sure
know what I'm saying?
can. You sure
So,
can.
You would want to show that anger, or in a build type way. I give you an example, and this just happened yesterday. I wanted to see my twins, and I called their mother, and I was like, I want them to come over. I want to see them today. And she kind of, gave me some bullshit. Well, what time you gonna come over? They need their haircut, da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, I got something to do, early in the day. I'm gonna come about 3 o'clock. And she was like, so she kind of hung up. So I'm like, I called her, I looked at my girl, because she don't like my girl. So I can't send my girl to come over there, pick them up, because that's what a family is. That's how I work. My girl can come pick them up while I'm working, doing what I do. So instead of me getting, because I was mad, so I called her back and went to voicemail, and I was like, look, I want to see the twins. I have my woman who will help me. She'll come get them now. They can go get their hair cut. You know what I'm saying? And everything will be good. I would hope that, as a mother, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt that you want me to be around my sons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was straight like that. And put it on the voicemail. She called me back. She was like, where can I drop them off at? And she came and dropped them off at here. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's it.
Yeah. Meet me somewhere.
Meet me somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can understand, whatever the emotions, and you don't did it, blue, but I still want to see my kids.
Right. when it's all said and done.
When it's all
and that's
said
what
and
matters
done.
when it's all said and done.
All
You
said
know what I
and
mean?
done.
Not how y'all feel towards each other and your circumstances, but to be present in them kids' life. Co-parenting ain't for no week, man. Kudos, because I know it would be difficult. I'm not in that situation, but I know if I was, it would be very difficult to separate that. So I give kudos to everybody that is trying to co-parent, that is co-parenting their children together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not holding each other hostage, their kids hostage against each other. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
that's not beneficial to nobody.
To nobody. Man.
Nobody.
But see, that's where that emotional intelligence comes
Yep.
in. And so some people will grow, some won't. I've seen some people that are like so mature, and especially when they're at a young age, blows my mind to see the maturity. And I'm like proud to see it because it's rare.
Yeah.
Or it's perceived to be rare.
Right.
Because I can only speak from my experience. The world could be full of abundance somewhere else.
True that.
But I've seen some grown be so childish, and that's that emotional intelligence you haven't learned yet.
Yeah.
How to handle your emotions, how to evaluate them. And once you learn, and I'm speaking from experience, baby, once you learn,
Yeah.
Power.
doors open. The world opens up once you learn how to handle your emotions and how to handle everyone else's, because it ain't all about you.
Yeah.
You have to take everyone into account.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that be reaction.
That's one thing I know, because I have multiple baby mamas. So I struggle with that from the beginning to even now. You know, like dealing with too many emotions because, you know, it's a lot. It's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take in what you can and where it don't destroy you, number one. And then after you figure that out, you can, you know, it's like that elephant. How you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
My mama's favorite saying, baby. That's my mama's favorite saying. I used to hate that saying. I'd be like, man.
But it's true, and some things I believe, unless you are just blessed to me, some things you're not going to understand till you get over it. Some things you're not.
Hindsight 2020.
Yeah. You ain't going to know how to conserve your energy until you have to conserve your energy. You know what I'm saying? Unless you
have discipline to try to learn.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because
true.
that comes out of climbing outside of yourself in your comfort zone. That's how we grow.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, really, as human beings in general, you hear something and you be like, that's stupid. But if you just, or maybe that looked nasty, and you opened up your mind to it, and it's some great shit.
Yeah.
And this whole time you was missing out because you was so close-minded.
That's like
Talking
sour,
shit.
that's
I
like
went
sour
there.
cream to me.
Yeah.
I never, when I was little, I wasn't fucking with no sour cream.
Shit is trifling, don't it? It do, it look nasty. No, yeah, that's no cap. It do, it look nasty.
When I got older, I'm like,
You mix it right though, baby.
what? That's what I've been missing.
Yeah, you mix it right with the right food, baby. This shit hit.
Baby. Or if you learn the different uses for it for bacon,
Okay. Make your
when you
cake
learn how your
slimy, baby.
okay, you know what I'm
Like,
talking
what's in
about,
this? Oh, okay.
right?
You would have never thought.
Yeah.
So, but I know you answered it. I'm gonna go with Ray Lay. So, do you think most people make decisions more off feelings or rationality?
I can't speak off most people because that's a hard one. Because I don't know. Half the time, I don't know where nobody had at. I be out in this one. People be people.
I was
weird
finna
as
say
fuck.
people be people in.
Because in my head, some things it don't. If the math ain't math, then I'm like, well, how are you riding with this? You know what I'm saying? If it don't make sense, how you just going? I've never been a person like that. If it ain't adding up, I'm saying something like, yo, how? I need to see how you got from here to here. How you got to this decision, this belief, this scenario, circumstance, whatever it is. I ask questions, and I did not always have that. Sometimes, because I got thrown into shit young, I learned how to adapt, not ask questions, sit in the back, observe and shit. I did learn that. But as an adult, I learned that the power was not in that. It was that the power was in both. To know how to use both and win. To win, to sit back and observe and watch what's going on, and then to win and what to say. Not just not win, but also exact, precise words on. Because people will wordplay you to death. Go around bushes, act like they don't know what you're talking about.
Semantics all day long. Semantics, you down.
So you got to be on purpose with your questions. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that, and there's power in that. So I don't know what most people do. It seems I try to give people the benefit of the doubt that most people are doing the best they can in that moment. And that's how I try to have some compassion. Because sometimes I have no understanding. No understanding, no I don't get it, you know. So I just got to be like, wherever they're at in their life, that makes sense to them, you know, because I don't know. It seems like most people don't have no purpose out here. And not everybody, but a lot of people are acting based off of programming and emotion. That's how it appears. And a few chosen.
Now, I want to say this. Because I was thinking about this as we were talking, as far as people not knowing what their motivation is, I think that's because everybody has been living in survival for so long. They don't understand you don't have to be a rapper. You don't have to be seen all the time. It's okay if all you want to do is make shoes. Make the motherfucking shoes. If all you want to do is clean, start a cleaning business. It don't have to be what you see other people prospering from, and people haven't learned how to embrace what they like. Just do what you like. If you only like doing her, then do her. If you only like cooking, go cook for somebody. It ain't got to be for you. It's okay if that's what you like. And we haven't gotten to a point anymore as a people to do what you like, because we've been heavily, like you said, programmed to want to be what everybody else being, to look like you're succeeding.
Or we'll kill our passions for a paycheck.
Yep.
Because the Matrix has it set up like that. You still gotta pay bills, baby, unless you've figured out your straw man and all that. You know what I'm saying? You contracted up in here. And I definitely encourage looking into that and figuring all that out. Everybody. However, right now we paying bills, and a lot of people push their passions aside
to pay them bills
or take care of kids.
Yep.
You know, like I can look at like my grandparents and my parents, like how it was all about a paycheck. You know, and then going to drink afterwards or get high afterwards because they decompressing. Now I know what it is.
Yep.
They worked so hard, their only escape was to decompress. And how do you do that?
And that's all you got time to do.
And they give it to us readily. It's everywhere. Drugs, alcohol, everywhere.
Everywhere.
So then we get lost in that system, you know, and we're in survival. Like you said, we're just trying to make it.
And the funny thing about it being everywhere is, but then it's everywhere, and they penalize you for the everywhere. Yes, here is Candyland. Have a blast. But by the way,
act right.
If I catch you,
Right.
if I catch that ass, now you gotta pay me money, and you mine.
Yeah.
You belong to me now. You're a property of.
Because in America, it's not what you do; it's how you do it.
Exactly.
Even the criminal, all of it. It's not what you do; it's how you do it. These politicians are doing worse dirt than we are. And
every day, and taking every right you have, and ain't nobody paying attention. Ain't nobody talking about. My daughter came to me the other day. This refund looked like my regular check. I said, nah, but see, y'all didn't want to hear anything I had to say about that last 4 years. You didn't want to have that conversation.
Right.
Because, see, what y'all fail to realize is there's a waiting game. It's just like when you pay bills, you got to wait 30 days, they're going to send you the next one. Well, guess what? Everything that got done is trickling down today. Because you were benefiting from the prior 8 years. So it looked good, didn't it? But y'all just got y'all bill in the mail. Now you paying for it.
Yep.
Sounded real good when he was talking, right? And let's be, two things can exist. He did say actual true things sometimes in between all the foolishness.
Who you talking about, Trump?
Right.
But it was a whole lot of,
what is he talking about?
it was a whole lot of foolishness though. And y'all didn't hear the stuff that was actually real. But while he was telling them that real shit, he was also still taking your real ass rights and your real ass money and shutting things down and messing things up. These oil rigs and everything. It's deeper.
That train shit happened.
Yeah, it's deep.
That's serious shit, and people ain't talking about that for real.
And
that
they need
Ohio
to be.
Derailment, like that is serious shit. The
And do you know that these
that's
people,
Agent Orange.
And do you know them people still welcome that man?
Hell yeah.
They still, he killing you in your face. In your face,
I
did
can't
y'all?
believe nobody Kennedy his ass. Out of all the presidents, Kennedy.
Baby, I was like, so snipers are gone?
No,
We're done?
Look.
I think he'll bot anyway. I think maybe if they smoked his ass, he'd stand back up like,
yeah,
I'm dead ass. Like, what the fuck is he?
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like he a clone
But straight
or something.
up, but straight up, people don't understand that trickle down effect is real.
Yeah.
And so y'all put yourselves in a deeper hole. How y'all gonna come out of this when you couldn't come out of the current?
Man, they did COVID to try to make up for the debt, and then turn around and gave all that money back to Ukraine. While we got all this shit going on in Ohio, shit will never be the same.
And
you guys
the
know
thieves.
Times Beach, Missouri? That story, that was like a pinch compared to what was dumped and burned in Ohio.
Wow.
And then they put the tracks down the same day. So trains could keep rolling. But these people gonna be poisoned. Man, this shit gonna trickle into our waters. This is serious shit. Like, people just bypassing it, and it don't just evaporate.
No.
There is no way you can just get rid of fucking Agent Orange, dioxin. You can't just get rid of it. That's like something that stays in the atmosphere and cycles. Acid rain kills our water. Like, for like 11 years, it'll stay in the human body.
Wow.
Yeah, and it'll affect our kids' kids. You hear me? People from Vietnam, their kids had birth defects. Their kids' kids had birth defects. Cancers, rare tumors, fucking all this weird diseases and shit.
But think about everything you saying and think about how insurance works. And guess what ain't
It's
gonna
all about
happen?
money.
And guess what ain't gonna happen?
Oh.
It's not gonna get taken care of. They not gonna cover it because they gonna be taking all the money.
It's all insurance breaks, tax breaks.
Baby, this
And
is
to
one
take
big
the land.
cycle.
Yeah, they get to take the land after it's so toxic. They get to give everybody $1,000 for their home.
Yeah.
And kick them out and take the land.
Sounds real Aaron Brockovich.
I heard there was a fucking warrant out for Bill Gates. This is what I heard. I don't know how accurate it is, but I heard they got a warrant for him down in like Venezuela or some shit for what's it called when you accidentally kill people? Involuntary manslaughter.
Really?
Yeah, for the COVID vaccines. But yet here in California they're trying to make it state mandatory that the parents have no rights. All children get vaccinated, and they're gonna do it in schools. Like, how this all going on at one time in the same country by the same people? It's a fucking clown show, bro. Like, I can't stay with it.
They been doing that.
Yeah, they've been doing that.
I'm gonna keep it on the feelings versus rationality with
Oh,
people.
we got deep. Sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
That's what it's supposed to be. But yeah, you don't need to apologize for that. That's what we talking about. But just with what y'all saying, I can make I can say that most people make choices off feelings.
Yeah.
I can be real honest with you because look at Trump. The way Trump
played on them people's heart.
It's a salesman mentality, and if you do sales, they tell you have to. That's why they give them a script. That's why they tell you, if you ain't feeling me, you ain't finna buy shit from me. You know what I'm saying? If you not feeling me, you not gonna buy something from me. So I gotta prime you. I gotta come to you and ask you, oh, you do rap? Oh man, I do, man. I heard blah blah blah. What's up with Tupac? Oh man, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's what we do. That's what a lot of people do, and that's my ticker when somebody come to me. If you trying to get into my feelings and you trying to make me do something from feelings, I'm finna be on some rational shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you trying to do. Now I understand, like if you came to me or you came to me or you came to me, I'm already on rational shit. You know what I'm saying? But some stranger, somebody I don't know, if you try to get into my feelings, that's a alert for me. You know what I'm saying? And even with new people, I ain't gonna say names, but I know if I'm talking about it, people know what I'm talking about. All that slick shit, stop. Just be real. What you want, what's the end game, and then we can go there. You know what I'm saying? All that slick shit, I'm not with the slick shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't like that because I did this once in Vegas. Y'all know the timeshare shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm an investor by heart. I like to invest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna listen to some investment shit, as long as it makes sense. But they got me in the timeshare with me and my queen. And I already had my mind made up that I was gonna do it. But this motherfucker kept me there for like 2 hours.
Nah, I ain't finna do it.
Talking dumb shit, all this shit. Told me we was gonna go out to eat the next day and blah 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 and all this shit. Go upstairs. Then he handed me off to the guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already about to sign it, and I did sign it. You know what I'm saying? But I also listen to everything you motherfucking said. So while I'm going through the contract, you didn't tell me about this. You know what I'm saying?
Whole lot of talking for 2 hours for me to miss this.
Right. So when I saw that, I called him back, and then the same dude, I'm gonna hold you up to what you say. You gonna go out to dinner with me tomorrow? I'm calling you. Yes. No answer. So before I left there, because you get 3 days to deny it, you know what I'm saying? You get like 3 days to deny it, then you get all your money back. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did before I left, because number one, the dude tried to lie and said it wasn't a timeshare. But when he passed me off, the dude was like, it is a timeshare. You know what I'm saying? So what are y'all doing? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it was like what about 1,500, the first little thing or whatever. But my thing is, that's the like when y'all say it goes all the way back to the purpose, man. You know what I'm saying? If your purpose is to elevate, invest, can't have none of that lying shit in the mix of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna tell on themselves. Somehow, sooner or later, they gonna tell on themselves. Don't tell me that I'm gonna get $100 when I'm gonna get $100 up front, and then when it's time for that $100, you like, oh well, you gotta sell tickets and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? No, don't do that.
Yep.
Tell me up front that you want me to do this, and then it might work a little bit more better. It might work a little more better. You know what I'm saying?
And even if it's the lack of communication, even that is enough to be like,
what's going on?
I don't really want to deal with that. Because like, I'm a person, I like a well understanding. I ask lots of questions.
Yep.
People
Be
get
real
sick of
clear with me.
I be all up in your inbox like, yo, well, what they probably get tired. I don't care. I need a full understanding though. Like,
I'm the same way.
Full understanding.
I'm the same way. If we said we supposed to do something, I need to know time, day. I need to know right now everything I need to know because I don't want no confusion.
Yeah.
It's a lot of confusion, and like you said before, semantics. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Don't ask me for A and then come back and be like, well, I really wanted B. Nah. You only said A.
Right. Yes.
We didn't get the B. B is extra.
Yeah.
And I feel like if a person has a problem answering your questions, they on some shady shit. Because if I want to do business with you and you got questions, I'm going to answer them.
Yeah.
Like, no problem. So if you got a problem answering questions or like, I already feel like you kind of going sideways. I can't get every time I talk to you, I don't have a full understanding when I leave. That's a problem.
Yeah, you gotta tell me everything right then
That's
and
a
there.
red flag.
Don't leave out none of the ingredients because I'm not gonna have no good understanding later.
Right.
Because then I'm gonna be looking at you like, so what's wrong?
That's why I lead with the full shit. I be like, so this is what.
Yes.
I'll lead with that shit so you know off tops, hey, look, I ain't coming perfectly. Like, this is what I'm coming with. It's a little fucked up, but
this is what it is.
This is my little formula. This is my part of the equation that I'm bringing. Accept it or don't. You know what I mean? At least I'm honest about it, though. And that's all I want from the next motherfucker.
Right. Just
talk
have
about
some
it's a pretty,
integrity.
perfect piece of fucking whatever.
Right.
And it's all flawed.
Just have some integrity. You know what I mean?
There we
have
go. Right
integrity.
Motherfucking integrity.
Go ahead and Google that. If you're not 100% sure what integrity means, go ahead and Google it.
Man.
Because that's an important word right there.
Yes.
Very important. All right. I know we touched on this a little bit, but let's start with St. Floyd. Do you think the government control what we think and how what we think, and if you do, how?
To a point. I say that to a point because they wrote their laws and that. Just plain and simple. They motherfucking laws, so they control shit in a lot, you know. And they keep it in order to the best of their ability.
That's what's saying. Explain that a little bit.
They keep it in order. I mean, this world is structured.
Gotcha.
That's structure, to keep it simple. Organization. Some people don't like structure. Some people don't like organization, so they rebel. So, do they run shit? Yeah, because we let them.
Ray Lay, I know you got something.
I don't think it's that people don't like structure and organization. I just think they like it when it benefits them instead of the people that's running it. You know, if it benefited us more, I think people would be all for a structured, organized way of society if it favored us. But see, it doesn't favor us. It favors them, and people are like I feel like people are in a rat race to like fit in their society, and they don't fit there. It wasn't even built for them. It'll never work for them. It'll never work for us because we're not the 1%. We're not the elites out here. We're not we are corporations because person actually means corporation. But anyways, that's a whole nother issue. These major corporations, and big pharma and all these people, they create structures to keep us sick, stupid, and indoctrinated. So that's why people rebel, even subconsciously, I believe. Even when we don't know why they're rebelling, it's because they don't fit into this society, rightfully so, because it was never meant for them to fit in this society. It was about money, power really, and they control us with the money. They don't even really work with money. They work with assets and debt. That's how they move. We fight over the money and work ourselves to death over this money that will never get us rich because we were never taught how to put it in IRAs. And we were never taught how to do certain things with our money. And we feared going to jail if we didn't file taxes. We feared, losing all of our assets that we never owned if we didn't go clock in for these people. And we feared doing our own shit because we weren't gonna, we want to keep up with the Joneses. You know what I mean? We see these people over here, they got nice cars and all this, but you gotta understand they're playing that game. They are in fact in that game. I don't care who you are, unless you paid cash money for that new car, you're in this game and you're playing it. And some people rebel because they don't want to play their game. And that's me. It's not that I don't like organization. I do, even though I'm not very organized. I wish I had more of it. But it's because when you're trying to break away from their organization and create your own, it's difficult. Nobody give you a book on that.
Sure didn't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm working
And we're
through
just
now.
literally trying to figure out life every day, day by day. If people are honest, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're figuring it out every day. That's the truth.
Say that again. That's literally where I sit right now.
Figuring the fuck out.
And I ain't shit. I tell my boss all the time, babe, can we get a laptop? Because I'm finna start moving around. I don't know how much longer this is going to be. Sorry, I don't want to hear that. I hear you, but it's going to get drastic real soon. And the more I do, the more I feel like I ain't like nobody else. I'm missing out on shit in my family because I'm really trying to figure this out. And I am trying to break away from doing things the way, even with the way cannabis industry is moving. At first I was like, I want my own dispensary. No, I don't. I'm not trying to play with y'all paperwork. I'm not trying to play y'all game when I know black market is never going anywhere. You'll never lose a black market because the government works off the black market. You're never gonna get rid of it. You see what I'm saying? Then it's like, well, do I want to do this move? Nah, because that's everybody doing that move. It's going to be saturated, oversaturated in a different respect. I need to find my own lane here, but it has to feel good to me. And that's the thing that people don't get. You can talk to me about how you do things till you red in the face, but if it don't serve what I feel good about, ain't nothing I can do with it. I'm never going to get anywhere with that. And then trying to detach myself from the system that's set. I want my life to be different. I did the first 40 years one way. I was trying to see these last 40 years go a little different. Deion Cole said that Jennifer Lewis told him, you got to count your summers. So if I got to count my summers, the next 30, 40 summers need to look different because these last 40 was just working all of them. I ain't never had summer vacation. I'm ready for my summer vacation. Shit.
But see, that's that's literally like what I feel like a lot of people on is completely disconnecting and deconstructing what has not served us for so long. And coming together and build that, and honestly, they're kind of helping us so much with what they expose to us because more and more people are starting to see. And I don't give a fuck where I go. I can go out to Troy, Missouri, or right here in the city, and people say the same shit. It's not about left or right side no more. It's not, and it ain't been that for
a long time.
Forever since the beginning. Honestly, it was all understand in 1933, man, new slavery, the new Jim Crow era started. Okay, it never stopped. All right, and it just changed the way it looked to where everybody can have it. You hear me? Everybody can get it, because now, you don't want the division? Okay, because they won the Civil War. They was like, okay, these people don't want division. They want to be equal. Okay, we'll make all y'all equal. All y'all can get it. Us right here, that's pulling the strings, we gonna bypass all this shit because we're running it. However, all you motherfuckers underneath this certain fake tax bracket shit, all y'all in this fucking rat race.
Baby.
It's gonna take us literally building like homesteads, man. People coming together and buy property, and getting our people that they know how to grow, they know how to make medicine, they know how to build houses, they know how to lay concrete, they know how to be school teachers, they know how to literally come in together in these areas to deconstruct
But they're
everything we got.
pushing it in that direction on their own. Like, the more that our government on both sides feel like they're rallying to one side or the other, what they fail to realize is you're putting us in a position where you're trapping us in, and now we're going to be forced to do things together that we were not doing together. A lot of these people with this like really super still racist mindset on both sides, let's be clear, on both sides, it's going to isolate you. It really truly is going to isolate you, because we all need each other a little different now. They took away women's rights. Guess what? You're going to need each other a little bit more, sis. You got to watch each other a little different. They taking away all these different rights. Now we all got to kind of come together a whole lot different than we were before. A whole lot different, because it's going to make us have our own little secret society real soon. Real soon.
That's why I say they helping us low key. Like, all this shit, COVID, all that shit. And they made people have time to sit down and think, like, man, fuck this job.
And learn how to do things they already knew how to do.
Yeah, just apply the things they knew how to do. Or try to do them, or put forth an effort of trying to get up off your ass and do it for yourself. This just plain and simple. But I ask myself one thing, the government is the government. They run it. They're the top. Everybody know that. That's pretty. That's simple. That's been how we've been orchestrated for years. When had the government ever did something? Ever did something for the people?
We can argue that on both sides on another occasion.
Yeah.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do what my boy Daddy Rich normally do. But I'm gonna just do a verse. I'm not gonna explain it, but I think it goes with what we're talking about right now. It's Romans 12. What's that? Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. His good, pleasing, and perfect will. I think that
I love
sums
that.
it up.
I love that.
I needed to hear that right there.
All right, so we about to go to a quick break, man. We here with our guest, Ray Lay Down, the motherfucking true. Well, take out the motherfucking, but you know. All day. Hey, we'll be right back. We on the Philosophy Show.
Yeah.
The council.
So we're gonna start this off with some relations manifestations that we gonna hear to right now about these boundaries of mine laid out clear as day. No shade, but I am framed, structured for destruction. 10 toes down with my lines on the ground, waiting for you to try to sway me before, but not today, you see. Come get this smoke you came for. You knew this when you drew to me. The borders you were intruding would lead this queen to rain fire on thee. For you can still hear the screams of those who came before you, intruding my integrity so disrespectfully. They throwing they stones so ineffectively, they just giving me rocks and boulders to climb up and over. It's just taking me higher, making me stronger, my feet on your shoulders, and I'm flying over the fires, running my fingertips through the ashes of the burnt up bastards that came casting they stones. But I'm building bridges with their bones. Lotus flowers over graves that paves the way to my throne. Licking my fingertips with reverence, spitting my life sentence. It's solid and I'm solid. Don't come at me sidestepping or wildin'. My reign devours soul-sucking cowards. Like a dragon or a goddess Durga, I spit fire for fun. I put words in a gun and rain down on anyone coming to try to capitalize on the demise of my mind or my tribe. I'm standing tall for mines, protected behind these lines that catch fire if messed with. So be wise, not reckless. Fucking with me, you better bring that live and let live perspective, or I'll take all them stones you throw and grow into a monster. You better watch.
I was riding through the motherfucking loop. I'm on my shit, little bitch, I'm groovy. I got a bitch that call me daddy, and she keep me more than happy, living out my life like a movie. Stacking, big dog macking. I make chances, nigga, you capping. No entertainment, nigga, no acting. I hit the booth, bust a jug, we acting. You laughing, cause you a goofy. I get paid straight cash all loosely. We independent, straight living, we Gucci. Gas pack rolled up like sushi. Like that jail. I've been chasing the finer things while rolling around strapped up. 6 shot off in my jacket, hoping nobody act up. I'm chasing this money, nigga, don't need no advance. Put that wop in my hand and watch me grow like a plant. Some shit they won't understand, but that's cool. Dream team, white tee, bucket hat, no juice, but I might slide on some gold just for the pressure. A young nigga going in and I can't let up.
I was riding through the motherfucking loop. Got a call from my motherfucking boo. Came out, ass fat, wearing blue. Damn, I'm feeling all this thunder, Pikachu. Say she want her stomach done, her ass too. But these hating fuck niggas watching moves. I'ma get that shit done, little boo. Cause I keep this 30 on me, so we cool. I was riding through properly, getting domo so sloppily. Need a freak who got wild for me, off the chain like a dog with me. If you brother, then fuck with me. You believe in me, trust with me. You got static, it's up for me. Ain't no talking, don't fuck with me. Niggas talking out they guns, but it's cool, They just talking, they ain't touching, so we cool, fucking fool. Posting stack on the internet, baby mama ain't feeling that. Baby daddy back in town, dummy fool. I was riding through the motherfucking loop, and I was riding, getting head from a free. Yeah, I'm true. I'm getting down. North Heads, yeah, you know that be the team. North Heads, baby girl, she gonna suck the da. Baby freak, and she know that I like. She know I like. Yeah, I love the guns, baby. Please don't bite. Please don't bite. Why you riding fast, baby? Too excited. Yeah, I like it. Hey man, yeah. All I'ma say is this: we done talking in motherfucking 2020. All you motherfuckers who didn't believe in this shit, who didn't believe in the dream team, who didn't believe in the North Head brand, fuck y'all niggas. And fuck y'all bitches too, motherfucker. And fuck your friend if they don't believe in it too. And motherfucking fuck your mama. Yeah, I'm all for the black and proud, but if you ain't for the black and the proud, guess what? Fuck you too. You already know what it is. It's Danny motherfucking G, and I stand on everything. I love Martin Luther King way of life, but guess what? I had a dream that I was Malcolm X. Fuck y'all, we taking over for the 2020. North Head shit, dream team shit. Remember that.
Yeah.
Girl, go away.
On the wrong side of Facebook.
Right, like.
All right. We are back on the Philosophy Show, baby. We are here with our special guest, Ray Lay Down the Truth. We got the council in the place.
You special every day.
Shout out to Daddy Rich. Hopefully you getting better, brother. Nothing but love for you, man. This is a
Yes, Daddy
segment that we call Think About It. Let me make sure that's right there, man. Yeah, let's think about it. So I'm gonna play this clip from YouTube. It's hold on. I got so much going on over here. There we go. It's a clip by 50 Cent, man. I want y'all to listen to what he's saying. Then we'll start with Ray lay down the truth on what you think about what he's saying.
Well, you know what my grandfather told me? You don't get as far as the motherfuckers you talk to for no reason. You'll be successful as the motherfuckers that you talk to for no reason. What I mean is, if you spending your day talking to a nigga that ain't got nothing going on, what the fuck kind of information could he offer you? Can he help you learn something? Can he teach you something in the conversation?
As I grow older, the one thing that becomes clearer to me each and every day is that I don't owe anyone a thing, and neither do you. I've seen a lot of people pollute their potential after sipping from the well of entitlement. This is certainly true of many of the people I've been associated with over the years, even my own son. What they need to understand is that you should never feel like the world owes you anything. It doesn't. You must accept that it's all on you.
All right. We're going to stop it right there. We got a lot to say, but I'm going to stop it right there. What you think?
Oh man, I didn't disagree with anything he said. Honestly, I really liked how he put that because being a person that tries to be kind to people, you realize, sometimes people try to suck your energy, and your ideas, and not to say that like we can't share ideas, but are you really going to prosper with it, and are you going to bring people up with you, or is it going to be a selfish endeavor? You know what I mean? I think I could accept it more if you stole something from me, and that's why my messages be for like everybody. You steal my shit, that message is still getting out there.
Yes, sir.
And you're unoriginal for stealing it.
Yeah.
And mine's abundant, and it's gonna keep coming. You know what I mean? Where you gotta steal your shit, mine's eternal. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Forever. Over.
But just the fact to put it in perspective that you don't have to entertain certain people.
Yes.
And I have learned that along this journey, thank God, that I don't have to entertain people I don't really like. And just because, and this goes for anybody, even my family.
Thank you.
My spouse's friends. I can respect you, but I don't have to volunteer to spend time with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you draining me and you just polluting my brain, and not giving me any insight, intellect, encouragement, motivation, hope, I ain't getting shit from you.
True.
Thank you.
No drive, no motivation, no nothing. I really agree with
Green girl.
That goes back to what I said before, though. You want to strive to be around people that are ahead of you. Because you want to learn and you want to get those jewels. I can't get no jewels around nobody that ain't doing nothing.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people have to learn that where you sitting, if I surpassed it, it ain't personal.
Okay.
It's my own journey. It ain't personal. And I would hope that you would take the things that I tell you not personally. Because I'm hard on me. I'm a hard girl. I had a hard life. And so as soft as I may seem, I'm tough as shit on myself. So I don't never give people what I give myself. Because I don't think you can handle what I have to say.
True. I feel you on that.
I don't think you're ready to hear. Because I'm blunt. I'm from St. Louis. We blunt.
I think people need that more. I hope you stand in your true self. Because I think that's real love. Not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear.
Because when I tell you,
and the right people will hear you and take that the right way.
And that's where it is. They not emotionally intelligent enough, and they're not ready to admit certain things in their self.
Yeah.
I've already admitted these things. I admitted all the things to get me where I needed to go.
Yeah.
And when you talking to somebody who ain't ready, it sound like you being mean. It sound like you being stern. It sound like you calling them names, and it's like, nah.
Sound like you're being a parent.
That part. And that's not. I don't want to feel like this. So I'm I'm gonna keep trying to find other people that's doing what I'm doing. When you ready, you catch up.
All day.
But that goes into when you grow and successful, how you shed people. It ain't even that you really shedding them. They just ain't ready to get there.
Yeah.
They don't have the same hunger. They don't have the same drive. Their vision hasn't come to them yet.
Yeah.
So I agree with everything you're saying. Now, a lot of people can't accept that the world don't owe them nothing.
Oof. Boy.
That's a huge pill to swallow when all you've been told is who owe who. That's all we've ever been taught. The only thing they've ever taught in history is this person owed this person, who owed that person, who took this, who did that. That's all you learning. Everybody owe everybody. But nobody is accepting the fact that you it.
Yeah, it starts with you.
You can't reap no fruit of no labor you ain't put in.
Man.
Right.
Every seed has to be planted,
Exactly.
watered, given sunlight, all that. So how?
But
You
they
gotta know you ain't owed nothing but what you put in.
But they hold on to that crutch. Everybody owe 'em. What's up, Sam?
Same.
The world don't owe you shit.
Tell them again, goddamn.
Nor not the people in it. If you feel the world owes you something, from my mind, you're wrong. If you feel the people in it owe you something, in my mind, you're wrong. I'm not trying to tell you how you should feel. I'm just telling you how I feel. This world is just air and buildings and all of that, and it's God's world. So,
You owe this world something.
and you owe this world something. That's just plain and simple.
They
So-
prefer what they owe now. The way the world's trying to split up and tear off and
Hey,
tear up and storm it on up. They learning what they owe.
you better. My advice to you, or my suggestion, is figure out how you can help the world, or because it's hard just living now. Like she say, people just trying to figure it out. You know, how we gonna breathe the next day? Cause that's still
Man,
a
that's
blessing,
gonna be,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, so don't make it harder than what it is. You either damned if you do it, damned if you don't.
Okay, that part.
Make the best decision. Because one stupid mistake, your whole life could be ruined.
3 hots in a cot.
You know.
If.
Right.
Are you ready to do your thing, Same?
Shit, I might as well since I already jumped into it.
Might as well.
You know. What's up, dog? What's up, Cass?
What up,
What
man?
up, what up,
What's
what
up,
up?
Rich?
Expressions of a thug, baby.
Expressions of a thug. What's up, world?
Hey.
Saint Floyd. Had to take a deep breath and say, Mama, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the way you raised me. And no, I won't regret the fact that everything I did, I have a purpose just for you. So don't forget what I'm about to do. I said one simple mistake, my whole life could be ruined. We battered and bruised, and every day, 365, we pursue.
Yes.
Lacking unity in every community where ain't no opportunity. And every day I wake up, I'm thankful for every breath that I take of this air. And I'm still trying to pursue. Who? Me? See, I know the world don't owe me shit. Cause ain't shit for free in this life. So fight your right to take a piece of the pie. Cause everybody know somebody lives a lie. You better have a third eye. My mama told me the reason why she cried. They say a man ain't supposed to cry. I say maybe they wrong. They say a house ain't a home when a woman's gone. I say, maybe they wrong. Forgiving confessions. Learn my lessons, reply. 2 drops for hard knocks. Be loving the way we pie. To our time shy. This ain't just emotion. This the fact that I believe that every day we still hoping. To that one day it's approaching. With a smile, that morning light. Asking yourself, was you right? Were you?
How are you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to snap my dick. 4.314. My snap used to be strong. Snaps get on, y'all. My snaps used to be pop, they.
I ain't gon' say I told you so. A lot of people know me though. All my life been said it, bro. But niggas still believe it, bro. I ain't gon' say I told you so. I show you. So I ain't gon' say I told you so. I show you. I ain't gon' say I told you so. Don't fuck with that sleazy hoe. She gon' leave with the money, go and leave you in your feelings, bro. I ain't gon' say I told you so. I show you. So I ain't gon' say I told you so. I show you. On my way home, right where I belong. Finally made my mind up. Haters carry time right, mind right. Head might turn to stomp. Boss life, did it on my own. Haters on deck. I do it for respect. Bitches quick to judge if you don't get a check. That's the paper, gotta flow. Feel like Ace Road. Get it how I live if you really wanna know. I'm an STL nigga. 5-5 south. Don't ask me my dick unless you want it in your mind. Man, my haters they can suck. Big bitches better duck. Parade with the puck. Put a meal in my cup. I put the food on that plate. Cause 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 I put the food on that plate. The bitch want my dick, she can wear. I ain't gon' say I told you so. A lot of people know me though. All my life been said it, bro. But niggas still believe me, bro. I ain't gon' say I told you so. I show you. So I ain't gon' say I told you so. I show you. I ain't gon' say I told you so. Don't fuck with that sleazy hoe. She gon' leave with the money, go and leave you in your feelings, bro. I ain't gon' say I told you so. I show you. So I ain't gon' say I told you so. I show you. I done made it this far, and I ain't going back. You can bet your life if you thinking I'm a crack bullshit. Makes my nerves tick. 10 pricks with hip sits who always wanna talk shit, who never really had shit. Won't be the one that told you so. No bullshit gon' hold me though. This shit before, then been here before. The exes, the O's, the friends, the foes, the odds that go against me. Murder the streets in first degree. Talking shit but actions sweet. I know you don't want this more than me. I ain't gon' say I told you so. A lot of people know me though. All my life been said it, bro. But niggas still believe me, bro. I ain't gon' say I told you so. I show you. So I ain't gon' say I told you so. I show you. I ain't gon' say I told you so. Don't fuck with that sleazy hoe. She gon' leave with the money, go and leave you in your feelings, bro. Say no more, I show you. Say no more, I show you.
You should have, girl. All right, we back. This is Green Girl, and so we gonna have my little segment. We about to talk about green.
Big segment.
My big segment. I gotta stop saying little. So today, me and Tweezy kind of touched on a topic I've had before, which is logging your usage and understanding why you're consuming cannabis. Now, I had a young lady the other day who came and made a purchase with me. She was like, well, how do I know what's going on? I told her, well, start logging. And she was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to remember. Okay, cool. So get your phone out, because we always have those in our hands, and record yourself. Just talk. Record yourself. Use your product, be it smoke, take a gummy, tincture, whatever, CBD, THC, whichever, and record yourself 20 or 30 minutes later. Get in the habit of doing that. And then also track what you're doing when you're using. Is it just for fun, or is it because something's going on? And I don't know if you're okay with me.
Go ahead.
So Tweezy had said, I did that. I had stopped smoking. I thought it was just recreational because that's what I thought I was doing. And then he had mentioned that the other day it was for stress, and he did actually need it for stress. He had a situation going on. He was cool otherwise, but he had a situation where he felt he needed it. And a lot of times we don't know what's wrong with us because we're so used to people telling us what should be wrong with us and what we should be looking for. That's why you have a lot of people walking around here thinking they got mental health issues, and that might not even be it. You just might honestly be lacking vitamin D. You might actually just be lacking zinc and magnesium in your body, which is messing with your hormones, causing you to feel like something's wrong. Couple that with listening to what everybody else has to say. So really understanding your body is going to be what tells you how and when and how much to utilize the plant. We cannot keep basing things off of what a doctor told you all the time. Not to say that doctors are not good and useful for certain things, but not necessarily when it comes to your THC usage, considering they denounced it, knowing it was medicine. So I can't really trust you when you've been lying to me this whole time.
And uneducated about it.
Very much so. But guess who's running out there trying to learn now so they can be able to open up their own little pain clinics like I'm not dumb, let's be real.
Right.
Now, there are some doctors for good, like Dr. Becky Lynn, who very well-respected female provider. She works with women with a lot of issues, and I met her personally when I first started working for SLU. And she left, but she came back to that program. But I could tell upon meeting her, she was someone who was into the cannabis for medicine. She did a lot of things that were different for different hospitals, which is why she has her own practice now. Those are doctors I can believe in because she cares, and I've met her personally. I felt her energy and spirit outside of her working. Whereas you have many doctors that, like my aunt said in Florida, they just open them up like the same way they open up pain clinics. They don't care. You never meet the doctors. They just sign off on your paperwork, and you got to pay annually to get your card and continue to use. So you got to track this thing yourself. And the more you start learning about yourself, the more you can apply that in other aspects of your body, because all cannabis does is open up your endocannabinoids, and you have that naturally in your body. Look that up.
Endocannabinoids.
Look that up. And get real familiar with Leafly, and get real familiar with looking up strains to see what terpenes are in them. Strains are a name. Terpenes are the materials that's in the flower that actually motivates what it's doing to your endocannabinoids. Go
Leafly?
look that. Leafly. Go start looking up those strains and look for the terpenes. And once you learn what those terpenes are, you start identifying what's wrong with you. You start knowing which strains to use for what. That's how you fix you. To your best ability.
How you spell terpenes?
Terpenes. Terpenes. Yep. The full word is like terpenoid. Terpenes.
And the beautiful thing about learning like yourself, at some point you'll be able to hit, like you'll be able to like feel it immediately whether or not that's something that you want to even mess with, like, because even intuitionally we will do that. We will hit some weed and be like, I don't really want to hit that again. You know what I mean? Or you'll hit some weed and be like, okay, that made me feel light. That made me, you know what I'm saying? My hands stop hurting. You know what I'm saying? And you start identifying what it's doing to your being completely self-aware.
Yes.
Because we're so outside of ourselves.
Again, the terpenes are going to be those motivations. If you feeling really down, limonene while you're working is going to lift you up. Don't keep asking about an indica and a sativa. Right. You need to know what terpenes you're using. If you sad, myrcene is what you need. That's going to help lift some of your spirit and that sadness up off your shoulders. You know, if you're having a lot of pain, maybe caryophyllene or pinene is what you need at that time. You know, it just depends on what's going on with you. But you are the ones that have to learn about you. I can't tell you about you.
What you got something to say? Same Floyd.
Nah. Said, just know it. Y'all heard.
He said, ain't heard.
Hey,
What she said.
Oh, man.
She said, we got all different body parts to it. All different mentalities. That's what she said. We got mentalities now. So if you need it for your motherfucking back, it's some weed for you. You need it for your anxiety, it's some weed for you.
Right. So go get diagnosed.
Shit, that's
Go
all.
get diagnosed. Hey, so what we gonna do is, man, we coming to the 2 o'clock hour. I know we got some shit to do, but before we go, man, I got the my segment. Let me see. Question your life. So this is a 2-part question.
Life. I gotta focus.
It's a 2-part question.
Whole life.
I'm over here producing and shit.
Anybody ever used to play that game, Life? I used to play Monopoly, but I don't remember. Like, we had Life. I just don't remember playing it. I remember they had it.
We're going to have to play it one day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember Life, though.
We used to get a game every year. I got Candyland every year. I managed to tear it up every year.
Oh, you was one of them kids. I got some of them kids too.
Tear it up.
All right, I'm going to start with Ray Lay. So like I said, it's a 2-part question. I'm going to start with the man, ain't no big question. But it's what was your biggest mistake in life? And once you answer that, what did you do to better that decision?
The biggest mistake I probably ever made in life was not loving myself fully.
Girl, speak.
Yeah. Thankfully, I turned all them lessons into boundaries and communication skills and red flags and being able to read people, read energy, stuff like that. Out of having to live in defense and put myself into stupid situations because I just simply didn't know no better and just took myself for granted. Not loving myself. That's what it really boiled down to. It wasn't that I ever was like, I just don't love myself.
Right.
I thought I did. You know what I mean? I thought I did. Yeah. You know, at no point that I just like, I don't love myself enough to just like give up. That's like not loving myself. You know, I did to some extent, but to the capacity that I should have because I was never really showed what that looked like. You know, what does it look like to really love yourself and make good decisions? Based off of the love that you have for yourself and therefore the love you have for others, you know? Yeah.
Sing, Floyd. Thank you for that.
Hey, that's a deep question. I could look at everything that I coulda, woulda, shoulda, had, did, but I ain't gonna look at what I shoulda, coulda, woulda, or the things I didn't, or should have did. I'm gonna look at where I'm at now, because of decisions I have made that's put me in a position to be where I'm at now. You know, it's easy to say I want to be rich, I want to do this, I want to do that. Yeah, I want to pursue all the bigger and better things, but it don't take away the decisions I made to raise my son, the sacrifices I did, the failures, or the even let down to become better, to become a better son. The moments I miss with my daughter, to swallow my pride and say, hey, I fucked up. I won't do that again. To know how to make the better decisions of who I am now. To evolve and to be a leader. Not having the riches, but feeling like I have those riches. You know, that's where I'm at. You know. Every decision counts.
Yes. Yeah, you know, I like for you to tell me the question again. I want to make sure I have it all the way right.
All right. What was your biggest mistake? What you feel was your biggest mistake in life, and how did you remedy it?
Kind of like what Ray said, it does really all boil down to love, because a lot of the different things I think of, they all stem from love. But that's something that I wasn't shown. I didn't know how. So beyond that, I would say not sticking up for myself was probably my biggest mistake in life, because I was always trying to accommodate. I don't want anyone else's feelings to be compromised. And that's something that was a learned behavior from childhood. But once you become an adult, at some point, you have to learn that you have to make decisions for you and not feel bad about them. And so a lot of times I didn't stick up for myself in spaces where I really should have. That probably would have made my circumstances be a lot better. My relationships would have been a lot better. So now I did remedy that. Obviously, I stick up for myself now. Like, try me if you want to, but that took a lot. So now, to me, I feel like I have to learn that balance though, because I'm quick to just shut shit down. It don't take much, and it's not that I'm nasty about it, but it can be perceived as nasty because we're from here, so we naturally talk rough to each other. People that are not from here don't understand it, and they take that as, oh, y'all just mean and fucked up. And the reality is, it's just, nah, I stop here. Because anything past this line, now we're going to have a problem. Because it's not me sticking up for me anymore. It's you taking advantage, and I don't want it.
All right. What was yours? Yours you just where you at now, and it is what it is. That's what I got from you. So is that what you saying?
You know, being able to accept who I am now,
Just accepting what happened and being better.
Better.
Got you. Green girl taking up for yourself. All right. And I think mine encompasses all of that. But I'm going to just pretty much say, and I'm going to give you a little bit of why I'm saying it. And it all, because if you ain't heard this before, because this is something that fucks with me. You know what I'm saying? And I try to make it as positive as I can. But my father was abusive. I ain't gonna say he didn't give a fuck, because I can't say that, but he wasn't pushing me to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And my mother wasn't around, and she died when I was 13. So my mistake was putting my worth on that. I was putting my worth, like I didn't have no worth. I was putting my worth in other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with me feeling that situation like that, I didn't think that much of myself, because I'm like, whatever the case may be, I'm looking for people to pour into me, which that was my mistake. You know what I'm saying? So my remedy was, and this happened probably 7 years ago. So it ain't been that long. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, like you said, believing in yourself and pretty much pouring into myself instead of looking for it from other people, because other people use that against you. Because if I'm looking for your validation, you can use that against me. You know what I'm saying? So once I figured that out, it started working a little bit more, and also, because it trickles down to you having who you have kids by,
Yes.
all of
Yes.
For love in the wrong place.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a, what you call that? Yeah, a vicious cycle when they house up on each other to where it might, if you're not a strong person, it'll fuck you up. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we see a lot of now.
Yes.
We see a lot of people fucked up.
A lot. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you come in. That's why that is a great question, because you gotta let that shit go. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go, and you gotta accept that it happened, and then just be, the more you do better, it's just like the more you do wrong and you keep doing wrong, it's gonna get worse and worse. The more you do better, the better you're gonna get.
But all of that still went back to what 50 said, though. Nobody owe you nothing.
There you go.
And a lot of us are not taught, because a lot of people that are our elders were not taught. Nobody was teaching you how to love, because it's always been on survival. And not just on some slave shit, but for real. It's always been survival for everyone who's here. So they stopped having time to teach you. Things changed and people had to work more. We really ain't got time to teach nobody nothing. You ain't even got time to catch your own breath.
You were taught to use people for what they were good for.
Yeah.
I mean, because everybody had to use each other. You know?
Yeah.
So we were kind of like, but then when you realize, like, our real power is literally just being us in all of our interactions, that's literally the gift. And we're so caught outside of it, we forget that, like, it's the moments, like, that matter. Like, the moments with everybody, like, what energy, they're gonna miss that energy. Not what you could do for them. Like, if you hear me out, Tweezy, like, if something was to happen tomorrow, I wouldn't be like, damn, the podcast. I would literally miss the energy
of you,
the show. Right? Like, so we gotta understand, it's not always what we do, it's how we deal with people. You know what I mean? And if we can be our original, organic self, that's where the magic happens, because we really touch people in ways we don't even understand. We think good things about people. You know what I mean? And that goes into the atmosphere. That does shit for us that we don't even understand when you're surrounding yourself with people that really want to see you succeed. They really want to see you build and grow and heal. You know what I mean? And if we're so caught up in our own healing and growth and all that, we won't never catch everybody else's around us.
Nope, because we stuck.
We gotta appreciate right where we're at and right where everybody else is at. That's where the fucking magic is.
Oh yeah, and that's a great place for us to end the show.
Good show.
Thank you, Ray Lay Down the Truth. You came in here and built that chair beautifully. Hey, the council, we're going to see each other next week.
We will, and hopefully Daddy Rich will be back.
Yes, shout out to Daddy Rich.
Shout out.
Yes, like we can get you together.
I got you.
All day we missed you here, bro, but we held it down for you. Hey, till next time on the Philosophy Show, we the council.
All right, the council.
Louis Wood. What's up, Witty World? Science and 93.99. Floyd Board. St. Louis. You know what it is. I love my city. We got it going on. Plus we grind every day. Got them cartons. We even got the blue, block to block, corner to corner. You know how we do it. Grind every day. That's what it is. I call it home. Floyd Boy, I miss you, drop. St. Louis.
you would've hit your man when shit had hit the fan like running was in your plan. Y'all some bitch dude. Next time you better watch who the fuck you talking to. Won't kill a roach of a crowd up on your favorite food. Ain't got the nerve to tell these motherfuckers what you gonna do when you see who. See, first of all, y'all talking that whole shit, dumb shit, punk shit. See all that bullshit, gon' fuck around and get your little bitty ass whipped. I don't know why motherfuckers talking all that jazz when they ain't gon' whoop no ass at all. I know this motherfucker in the mall, but I ain't got time to taste no food down the hall. Talking that shit, but ain't gon' do shit. Always around here running off with the lips. You talking to the right motherfucker when you come around here talking that shit. My girls gon' come through, pull out weeds and swollen lips. And my homies throw haymakers dead, I knock your ass out quick. Cause you ain't gon' whoop no ass.
Shit, dog, I'll whoop your ass.
You ain't gon' whoop no ass.
Shit, dog, I'll whoop your ass.
You ain't gon' whoop no ass.
Shit, dog, I'll whoop your ass.
You ain't gon' whoop no ass. You ain't gon' whoop no ass. You ain't gon' whoop no ass.
Shit, dog, I'll whoop your ass.
You ain't gon' whoop no ass.
Shit, dog, I'll whoop your ass.
You ain't gon' whoop no ass.
Shit, dog, I'll whoop your ass.
You ain't gon' whoop no ass. You ain't gon' whoop no ass.
Sweating out these haters like I'm detoxing. They mad cause I'm rising. You on the ground level and you still dropping. Come to the city, who keep it poppin'? My city, my music, soldier by blood. Now who gon' stop us? Motherfucker, I am a beast. I'm not from the east, I'm out the Midwest. You on the test, you got no flex. Cannibalistic about mine, yeah, I'm Jeffrey Dahmer. Eat you up and spit you out, bulimic grammar. My fam Raz told me long before Snoop Dogg, never trust these hoes and all we do is ball. Y'all stall when it comes to the money, man. Your business all fucked up. You don't rep money clan. I was raised by a pimp and my life was a hoe, but mine hit the block and brought back dope. Whoa, all day I keep a hater mad, stacking my cash and putting my foot in a hater ass.
Cause you ain't gon' whoop no ass.
Shit, dog, I'll whoop your ass.
You ain't gon' whoop no ass.
Shit, dog, I'll whoop your ass.
You ain't gon' whoop no ass.
Shit, dog, I'll whoop your ass.
You